So welcome to this video tutorial on how to use the characters template from the AinTrailers Explainer Video Toolkit version 2 for Adobe After Effects. So get ready for some really good surprises here. AinTrailers Characters version 2 is the new standard for character toolkits. So in this tutorial, we will introduce you to all the new features that you've never ever even seen before. So meet the new family of AinTrailers characters. In this toolkit, you're going to get two versions of characters, the standard and the elastic. Both versions look and feel almost identical, and they've got identical capabilities. Sounds interesting? So let's open the male character template as an example. Okay, so now the project is open. So first of all, you note that the new version has an entirely new structure that has become more convenient, clean, and easy to use. So as a result, the opening of the project is now 5 times faster. And this is despite the fact that the toolkit now has several times more new features and components. So that means performance has definitely improved, but more about this a little bit later. So before we start talking specifically about the character, I just want to say a few words about full HD composition. So this blank composition is created exclusively for working with characters in it. So all you do is you just drag them in and that's it. One more point, if you already are experienced with AinTrailers from our first version, you probably know how customization works. But there are so many features in this new version, you might as well forget what's happened before and get to grips with this new AinTrailers Characters toolkit. Okay, so let's open the character builder male composition and start talking about customization. So to start customization, just select the layer AinTrailers Builder Control, and then you go to the Effect Controls panel. You can see there's a lot of settings which you can change. Settings are divided into groups so that it's easy to navigate to the settings that you need. Now, we can try to play with the settings, but at first, let's come back to the AinTrailers Toolkit folder. There we're going to find the folder called Elements Guide, and then the Characters folders, and we need the Male Characters Guide. So in this image, you can see all components of the male character. Pretty impressive, right? So no need to blindly guess what we need. All you do is you use this guide for a very specific choice, and it saves you loads of time. Okay, let's go back to the character builder comp. Now we can change the outfit to exactly what we want. So maybe this or this. Yeah, this one's one of my favorites. So let's continue with the other settings. This head, or maybe this one. The hairstyle. This looks very cool. You can choose the type of nose. This shape of eyes, yeah, this looks exactly like what I need the character to look like. And here's an example of the footwear. Looks really simple, doesn't it? But we can make the process even much easier. So we have very cool AinTrailers Character Assistant plugin, which will definitely do all the hard work for you. And yeah, it's completely new and unique to this market. It works on a completely different principle of working with characters, and we're sure you're going to love it. So look at this pretty generate button. So let's press that and see what happens. Oh yeah, so just one click, you can generate your absolutely unique character. So you like some part of this generation and maybe you want to change some of it via the control panel. Just turn off the parts which you don't want to change and then you press the button again. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, now let's check the palette tab. Here you can use two buttons to change skin or hair tone. So don't be afraid to click on those buttons. Our team carefully chose colors and added only the beautiful shades that can convey any type of skin tone of many different ethnicities. So also you can go back to the AinTrailers builder control and then you can change the color using the eyedropper color for more precise control. And now the main feature of the presets tab. We can save the design of the generated character as a preset and then use it at any time on any character. Sounds good, doesn't it? Let's try and put that into action. So just generate and save a few presets. Now let's apply a couple of the presets on a single character instance. Wow, that works great and so easy. This feature will no doubt be really useful if you want to repeat your character with a particular design in several scenes. Forget about customizing your characters for each and every scene, as in the case with other toolkits or with our previous version of our toolkit. All you do is you use the plugin and then you use your spare time for other things. So you won't believe it, but the AinTrailers Assistant plugin has one more cool feature. This we call outfit customization. So as you know from the previous version, our toolkit has a very high quality and detailed number of clothes to choose from. And this made it quite impossible to customize the color controls without complicating the project and its size. But now everything has changed. All of our detailed costumes can now be completely changed by color. This again is a massive time saver. Of course, you can always find, in the resources folder of all of the AI files, you can find the individual outfits and then change the color of the outfits using Adobe Illustrator. But with the plugin and with just a few clicks, we can convert the character's outfit to whatever color you want to achieve. So make active the necessary single instance, then enable the additional options if necessary, and then click on the button Convert Outfit to Shape Version. We see the process of automatic conversion in the background. Wow, there's a new settings panel with automatically created color controls. And now you can change the color of the outfit really easily. So keep in mind that after this action, you cannot apply the character design presets to this instance. So you want to apply the design preset first. First remove the shape version of the outfit, and then with the plugin, which is really easy, it will automatically do that for you. So only click the button Remove Shape Version of Outfit, and that's it. Okay, now let's do this action and continue the trial. So consider a very important point in the use of character instances, since we changed the principle of working with characters and then we brought it to a new level. Okay, so the composition character builder male is necessary only for the generation of the character's design, and in the future can be removed for the optimization of the project. And all other work you must do with any of the single instances in the folder 01 character instances. You probably want to know why we did this. So that's because in the character builder composition, you have tons of different components for customization, which no doubt will affect the performance. Yes, as you know, in our previous version and other toolkits on the market, these only work on the principle that each character instance has a large set of components. This was due to technical reasons and was a main reason for the slow performance. So we say goodbye to that slow, sluggy performance and hello to super fast performance with this version 2. But after long and hard work from the whole team and several attempts and trial and errors, we were able to implement a new principle way of working with the characters and improve performance. So how did it become possible? Well, the solution was on the surface. To make a copy of the character where each character's part has only a single component. This version is equivalent to as if you've created your own character from scratch. So that is, in other words, the performance of a single character instance is the same, is equal to the performance of your character created from scratch without the help of our toolkit. This method became available as a result of our powerful Character Assistant plugin. This is the first of its kind. It's really a unique solution on the market of character toolkits, and we no doubt you're going to enjoy using it. So let's continue to study how to use the single instances, especially if you need several different characters. So in this case, we must duplicate a single character instance using the plugin. All the routine work on manual duplication of each sub-compositions will be done automatically for you by the plugin. So just go to the Advanced tab, press the button called Character Instance Duplicate Independent. And as you can see in the project panel, there appears a new single character instance, which is completely independent. You can make duplicates as many times as you want. However, if you prefer to work only with one character design, but with different animations, you can simply duplicate this composition in the project panel. As you can see, we save you most of the manual routine work. The work with animations also has a different principle than what you are familiar with before. This is definitely a more ideal and convenient way, opening up new opportunities for you. But first, consider creating an animation from scratch. Don't worry, all of the characters are fully rigged. So we have controllers with which we can create the necessary animations and make the character come to life. So let's play with it, add a couple of keyframes, that looks good. It was a manual way to create an animation. So the same principle is used to manually change the pre-made animation. Okay, well, let's talk about the second method of animating. So let's open Animations tab. Yeah, there are a lot of new things for you, but trust me, it's magic and it will really make your life easy. So first, choose a character, which pre-made animations we want to use. I'm of course going to select the male character for the current project. Take note that in the folder called Element Guides, we can find a folder with GIF animations of all character animation categories. You can quickly see what you need and then select it in the plugin. So let's go back to the plugin. Then choose animation category, for example, this. And now we can see all the animations in this category. Before I apply it to a character, I want to remind you one thing for a moment. If you take a look, you can see we can select how to copy the animation. If you're interested in only one part of the pre-made animation, you can easily select only the necessary controller. But in our example, I'm going to show you a full copy mode. Yep, it works great and takes just a few clicks. And in only 2 clicks, you can see we can replace the animation with a new one. That looks great. Okay, get ready. One more cool and unique feature is in combining several animations into one. This is a real combination of animations in one instance of the character, and not by using separate instances for each animation, as was the case in the previous version or in other toolkits. So let's see how this works in action. So just replay the time indicator to time where you want the new animation to start. Select a new animation. In this menu, you now select Combine Animation and press Apply. Now let's take a look at the result. Wow, that looks really good. So you can do incredible animations to suit your needs. Well, when our test animation is over, we can even save it as an animation preset. Moreover, you can use this preset on other characters, even on other character actors. We spent a lot of time and effort developing this, and we're able to bring this possibility to life using this plugin. So just go to Advanced tab, press the button Save Character Animation. By default, the animation is saved in the custom folder. So let's check it out. Yep, everything works. Also, we added 2 convenient options to maximize the amount of time you can save from doing it manually. So if we press Insert Default Pose button, this can be a very useful feature in the process of creating or combining animations. For example, if you want your character to be walking and you need him to take a static pose straight after the walking animation, this is possible. So if we press the Reset Animation button, this will delete all the keyframes in the character controllers and then reset the character to the default pose. Oh, I forgot one important thing. This is the use of objects in the hands. As we can see, there are 2 pre-compositions where we can put the required object. But first, we import into the project some icons for this purpose. For example, we go to the folder with the icons and then select this project with objects for animations. We import this one. Okay, now we can open a pre-composition called hand-r holder. Select the appropriate object and drag it into this pre-composition. Yeah, it works. If necessary, you yourself can add keyframes to show or hide the object. Let's play around with it a bit. Super, now that looks great. Exactly what we need. One note, maybe for some animations, you will need to change the order of the layers. So that, for example, the hands are behind the head. Now, let's take a little breather and then move on to the next features. Okay, next, let's take a look at the Emotions tab. Are you ready? Let's carry on. Okay, we have two available ways to create facial expressions with our toolkit. First one is to do it manually. So you select the layer AinTrailers Facial Expression Control, then go to the Effect Controls panel. Don't worry if it looks a little bit scary, but in fact, you don't need to change all of the settings, only what you need for that particular moment. But you can always make incredible emotions with such detailed settings. Such opportunities are only available in this toolkit. So let's make some changes. For example, a small animation for eyebrow and mouth. As always, with a couple of keyframes. It looks great. Similarly, you can make animations for any part of the face. So you would think these are all the features we have, right? Absolutely not. There are a lot more features and we're going to tackle them in order. So to save time, we've made the option of mirroring symmetrical facial features. For example, we have this small eyebrow animation and we want to duplicate it to the other eyebrow. Just simply select the controller from which we will copy animation and press button mirror keyframes. Nice one. One click and all the settings and keyframes were not only copied, but were copied and mirrored. Isn't that wonderful? So what about second method of using emotions? Okay, here's just an incredible volume of ready-made facial expressions. We've made more than 170 ready-made emotions that we are sure you will not find anywhere such a large and detailed collection of high-quality emotions. Nowhere on this market will you find something like this. Let's take a minute to look at the preview of all of the emotions that you can use at any one time. As you can see, the guide is very convenient and very informative. The name of the category, the name of the emotion, and its sequence number. So let's try to play around with it a bit. So first, select the eye shape that you see in the selected character instance. Then you choose the desired category and try different emotions. Looks simple and impressive too, right? Moreover, if necessary, you can copy only the selected settings and keyframes from the emotion. So remember how in the old version and in other toolkits, when you wanted to replace one emotion with another, and if you wanted to combine these emotions, you couldn't do that. Unfortunately, you needed to adjust the emotion manually by adding a new keyframe and so on and so forth. It's really, really tedious. Now, forget about doing it that way. We present to you the new option of combining emotions in just a couple of clicks. Yeah, it's really cool and it's really simple. So let's do that. So reposition the time indicator to a time where you want to add a new emotion. So select a new facial expression, and for demonstration purposes, we'll select one from another category. In this menu, select Combine Animation and simply press Apply. Let's take a look at our result. Bingo! Looks really nice. You can combine as many emotions as you like. This is the real power of this. Well, our test facial expression is over. Now you can even save it as a preset. And more importantly, you can use it at any time and on any character. And not to worry, it will never get lost, even if you close the project. So go to Advanced tab, then press the button Save Face Expression. By default, the preset is saved to a custom folder. So all we have left now is to look at a couple more buttons which will make your work that much more easier. This button here is called Insert Blinking and will add blinking to your character. And it can be adjusted to any level of position on the upper eyelid. Let's play around with it. It looks great. Okay, now about the button Reset Facial Expression. This will delete all the keyframes and reset your emotion to the default value. So, as you can see, with plugin, everything is simpler and faster. Well, it's time for lip sync features. It's a very cool feature which helps our character to imitate real life speech. And here we also set a new standard for lip sync in 2D animation. We've prepared mouth designs for each sound. This allows you to create really realistic mouth patterns in accordance with the speech. We're sure you've never seen such a comprehensive and complete list of this kind of similarity. So let's see what we're talking about. Just go back to the AinTrailers package, find the element guides folder, and then in the characters folder, look for lip sync phonemic chart guide. Looks really useful, doesn't it? Here you can see all the English phonemes and their corresponding mouth shape. So how does it work? Okay, let's try to get our character to say the phrase, "Hello universe." For a start, let's go back to the project, select the layer AinTrailers Facial Expression Control, and then go to the Effects Control panel. We need to find a mouth slider. For now, let's put something neutral. This is what we need. So now press the stopwatch to start our animation. So pay attention, for this type of animation, you need to set up a hold type of keyframe. Okay, so click with the right mouse button, then pick Toggle Hold Keyframe. Everything is prepared. Now we come back to the example, "Hello universe." As you know, speech consists of sounds, so for our proposal, it's necessary to prepare a transcription with sounds. Yes, it looks like this. Now, with the help of our phonemic chart, we look at the sound and the corresponding mouth number. So in my case, first is the number 16. Okay, replace time indicator a little bit and type in the new value. Let's continue the remaining part using the same principle. Okay, now let's check the result. "Hello universe." Yeah, looks very cool, doesn't it? Don't forget, you can save it as a preset and use it later. This is the beauty about this. I hope you're already starting to see the power of this plugin and really looking forward to start using it and experiencing how much of a time saver this is going to be. The last thing we'll talk about is the tips for better use of the toolkit. So this will allow you to maximize the use of the toolkit and avoid any performance problems. So the first tip is we recommend you first prepare the project with a character and only then import it into your main project. First, determine the number of characters, the design for each of the characters, and if you created character designs and are sure that nothing else will change, you can delete the character builder part. This will reduce the number of character projects by up to 4 times. Be careful, after removing the character builder, you will not be able to apply design presets. So just go to the Advanced tab in the plugin and press the button called Delete Character Builder. Also, if necessary, you can remove costumes that you don't use, Thanks to our clean and convenient structure, this is quite easy to do. It's only necessary to know exactly the number of clothes that you need to use and not accidentally delete these. Save the project. Such a project will be much more optimized for the main project and will have better performance. The second tip, sometimes there's a need to show the character in very large approximation. Now, this is not a problem because our character is completely vectorized and you can increase it to any size without the loss of quality. You just need to turn on the continuously rasterize option for the character in your main composition. Let's check it out. Yeah, it works great. But please bear in mind that the elastic character only partially supports this possibility. Arms and legs can be slightly blurred, while all other parts will be of clear quality. This is due to a technical reason. Technology of Adobe Puppet Pin tool, which allows to deform the object, cannot be vector. But since the body and the head will be of clear quality, small blurriness of the arms may not be that critical. If it is critical, you can then use a standard character that is completely vector. Also, another little difference between the standard and elastic builder, the performance of an elastic character is slightly better. Since the body contains fewer parts, the absence of the elbow and knee joints allows to use 5 body parts instead of 9. Otherwise, all the possibilities are similar. Therefore, you can choose what suits you best for a specific task. The third tip is additional measures for optimization when working with a character. You can use 2 more things. 1, this deactivates the guidelines using the key combination Control, then Shift, then H. Temporarily disabling the layer facial expression when creating or modifying animations. This layer is the heaviest in the character because of the possibilities for emotions. And then the most important tip, the principle of operation in Adobe After Effects is such that any movement of any object requires a recalculation of data, which increases the memory usage, the RAM. You can check this yourself by creating a clean project and adding an object, and then try to move it on composition with full HD size. And the use of such composition as a character where there are many sub-compositions and expressions requires even more memory resources to recalculate any changes. Therefore, we strongly recommend you to clean up memory via the menu Edit, Purge, or Memory with the help of the command Control plus Alt plus Numpad as soon as you feel a decrease in performance. It only takes a few seconds, but you can save yourself a lot of grief and work comfortably on your projects. And that's all, folks. I hope you will be impressed by the awesome capabilities of our toolkit. And if you are impressed, please show your appreciation by leaving thanks to the team for the hard work that they've put in, and leave us a 5-star rating and review our product on the Envato marketplace. Thanks and enjoy using this awesome toolkit.